This divisional leader is entering a series versus their closest competition.
We are inside and under the roof tonight here at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario. It's the opener of this 3-game series. Striding into the box, Eddie Hawk. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Well, everybody's hyped. The crowd is hyped. The players were hyped. And the beauty of the night game when the ace is throwing gives people all day. This town has been buzzing talking about him being on the mound tonight. I'm excited to watch him throw.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
I like that. That's great 2-0 hitting. You're looking for one specific pitch in one specific area. You don't get it, you take it.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
And the pitch. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Quinones is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Striding in once again, Eddie Hawk. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one right down Main Street.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this will be fouled away. One and 2. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Hard hit toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Well, that one's going to load the bases up. They held the runner up. They're really looking for a big inning right here, trying to get a big strike out of the next 2 hitters coming up.
Digging in to try it again. Jorge Soler. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox settled. Ready for another chance. Eddie Hawk, a hit in 2 tries so far. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. 3 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Pilar ranging back to the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. 1 run scores. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
In is Jorge Soler. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Right fielder, Jorge Soler.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Blake Swihart. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 7-1.
Well, you just keep adding.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eddie Hawk, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. 1-0. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Well, that looked like a good pitch to hit right there. I thought he might be swinging 2-0, but that's what makes him such a good hitter. He's really zeroing in on his spot. He got the fastball he's looking for, but it wasn't in the location.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Pilar. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center. And that is home run number 63 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters.
Digging in and looking for more, Eddie. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B. It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. Boston slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Martin Perez earns his 8th victory of the season. Marcus Stroman. This is MLB Network's coverage of Saturday evening baseball from north of the border here in Turkey. Settling in now, Eddie Hawk. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Harold, as the Jays take the field here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, it's been a pretty good homestand. They're 3-1 right now. They're playing good baseball, but that 4-1 really kind of separates them. That's why today's game's important.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And Donaldson will put this away, and that retires the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Hawk.
Eddie.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in, the switch hitter, Eddie Hawk. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fouled back. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Ready once again, Eddie Hawk. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far. But his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the Wei pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3.
Well, does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
He'll try again, 1-2. And now off the glove as Martin can't hang on. So now 2 men in scoring position. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Quinones is after it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run. In now, Eddie.
The batter, number
0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Eddie Hawk.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Three and 2 now.
Well, we got a big pitch coming up now. That's ball 3 right there. And look at, with this situation with 2 guys already on, you don't want to load the bases. You got to come after them, make them swing the bat.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And tonight's final 7-3. Diego Cruz earns the victory out of the bullpen. We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today, the finale of this 3. Stepping up now, Eddie Hawk. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. Gerard Dyson will come on now and run at first base following the injury. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. And Harold, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Well, Matt, the other thing, I mean, they're 3-2 on the homestand, so they haven't been real consistent. You'd like to see 4-1 or even 5-0 at this point, the way they played baseball. That's why this game today puts you at 4-2, and now you feel a little bit better, like you're playing pretty good, consistent ball.
And the runner back in standing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Ready to deliver the 1-2 in the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be digging in for his second at bat. Eddie Hawk 0 for 1 here in the early going. 3rd inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
Matt, I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised to see him back out there. Those first 2 innings were rough, but he's fought himself back to get up to the 3rd inning, and let's see how it turns out.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Pilar going back on it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Eddie Hawk. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. First pitch on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The 2-0 on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great disciplined hitting.
And this is going to be a foul ball. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's taken high for a ball that's full now, 3-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. In is Jorge Soler, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Jorge Soler.
Grounded back up the middle, and this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. And the second run will score here as they open things up to a 6-2 advantage.
That ball's inside, and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plan is to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Well, he had 2 strikes on the hitter.
At the plate, Eddie.
Number 10.
He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Ball 1.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike. Nope.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Man, that last pitch looked pretty good. This guy's too good a hitter to get pitches like that. You got to be a little frustrated. He's sitting now 2-0 instead of maybe 1-1, and you can nibble the at-bat a little bit more.
A changeup over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Red Sox into the box. Eddie. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
1-2. Here it comes. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those 2 balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career.